Hey, so Mr. Dragonbeard here. I'm at work and I'm making just a quick recording on my phone. I prefer not to record this way. It's my first time actually trying this. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Basically nothing done to it. And I don't even know if this is the mic recording. I don't know. I'll have to find out after I'm done. So the reason I'm recording today, and maybe I'll do this a little more often than just my SoundCloud, is because there's some disturbing shit going on in this so-called atheist, skeptic, secular communities, humanist communities again, where it's like, P.Z. Myers, Rebecca Watson 2.0. Now it's Lawrence Krauss is being slandered, libel, that's in print. People are repeating this shit, and they're just attacking him as some kind of sexual deviant. And in fact, the accusations that are going around are criminal in nature. And it's expected that this is totally fine and normal by the lefties. And I'm going to be quite frank with this. Some people who I know who are liberals or left-wing, but they're actual liberals, don't seem to recognize that the left has become completely contaminated and turned into a Marxist ideology. So they don't believe in the liberty of the individual as the building block of all of society. They don't understand that liberty and liberal have the same root word, the same root meaning. And so these people are, once again, going after someone. Last time, I remember it was Michael Shermer, and there were some shots at Richard Dawkins about his insensitivity towards fucking feminists and shit like that. Social justice nonsense. In particular, I want to point out one person named Thomas Smith, who runs Serious Inquiries Only podcast. I'm going to be very clear about this. He is not a skeptic. He has never been a skeptic. He is an ideologue, and I have heard him say on his show more than once that his reason for being involved with the podcast and the community is to push his left-wing ideology. He believes it needs to be more prominent, as if it hasn't already shattered the community from inside. And I want to take this opportunity both to say that I do not condemn Lawrence Krauss. I believe he deserves his day in court, and if you have an accusation to make against Krauss or anyone else that's a criminal nature, then fucking do it in court. Don't fucking repeat it anonymously and BuzzFeed and shit like that prints it. Alright, so it stopped. I was just reading the definition of libel. I shouldn't have to do that. Look it up for yourself. This is injurious. This is causing public hatred, contempt for him, and he's already lost his speaking engagement at a major event for the AHA, which is the American Humanist Association. I encourage anyone for these types of groups who throw people out, who kick them off their speaking lists, who make nasty statements about these people without these people having had their day in court, without evidence being presented, without them being convicting them by trial, and just fucking ditching them and being a part of the problem. Don't give these people money. Don't go to these people's events. Don't give them traffic on their website. This has to be turned around. It's only going to be turned around when we send a clear message that shit like this, where we pass around rumors, innuendos, and accusations, that it's not going to fly. That's going to work against you, because there's a justice system for a reason. And Lawrence Krauss and anyone like him, they don't have the time and the money to go around and sue every single person who does this shit to them. And I think that that's already understood. That's why so many people partake in this with little fucking, it's a death by 1,000 cuts. And let's be clear, he's a liberal. He's a left-winger. I don't even agree with most of his politics, but I will defend his right to be considered innocent until proven guilty. And that is a fucking principle that goes well beyond the law. If you don't stand for that, you're not a fucking liberal. You're a goddamn piece of shit. And I'm tired of people in our community who contribute more than you little fuckers ever have. Well, these people are getting slandered and taken apart, I don't know, by jealousy, by fucking boredom. I don't care. Stop fucking taking people down in our community. If you've got a problem, press charges. If you've got something to say, fucking do it the right way. Respect the law. Respect the individual. Fuck you. Have a good night.
Courthouse, I want to bring back Boris Batensky. Boris?
Well, it looks like we're seeing through social media reports that the judge has found that there is a reasonable doubt. It does not mean the assaults did not take place, but simply that they have not been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. That's sort of the breaking words that are coming out of the courtroom right now. Okay, I'm also hearing it reported from CTV News by Austin Delaney, who is at the courthouse. So once again, Jian Ghomeshi found not guilty on all counts. Boris, is there even one cell in your body that is surprised? Truthfully, no. Truthfully, no. This is an outcome that we've been discussing on air for really the last few days of the trial itself, before we had the 5-week break to come back with a verdict. So I'm not surprised. For all the reasons we've been talking about, there were significant frailties, and that's what Justice Horkins finished with. He said there were serious deficiencies, and it leaves the court with a reasonable doubt. Not that these events did not happen, but it's impossible to know what actually did.
What actually did. Okay.